The factory was raided, illegal melting of Philippine coins discovered. Truck helper dies after being run over by cement mixer. Car collides with motorcycle, 3 dead. And stocks down on profit taking, peso up versus US dollar. Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadi si Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, the factory in Pampanga raided. Illegal melting of Philippine coins discovered. The 4 individuals were arrested after authorities raided a factory in Magalang, Pampanga over its alleged illegal operations. During the inspection, authorities discovered the suspected illegal melting of Philippine peso coins and the presence of radioactive materials inside the facility. A total of 347 Filipino workers and 37 Chinese nationals were also rescued from the operation. Authorities are continuing their investigation into the source of the melted coins and the company's possible violations of labor standards, workplace safety regulations, and environmental laws. In Visayas, the truck helper dies after being run over by cement mixer. A 53-year-old truck helper died after being struck and run over by a cement mixer in Barangay Cambigo in Sambuan, Cebu on July 28. The victim was identified as Raymond Alberca Lantixe, a resident of Sitio Dabdab in Barangay Bogo in Argao. The driver of the Sinotruk transit mixer, owned by Kirante Construction Corporation, was identified as Jeffrey Kadungog Pamulagan, 39 years old. According to the initial police investigation, the truck was transporting cement from Argao to Barangay Canyorong for a road concreting project. When it reached an uphill section of the road, the vehicle suddenly rolled backward due to an alleged mechanical failure. At the time of the incident, the truck helper was seated on the side ladder of the vehicle, lifting low-hanging power lines to allow the truck to pass. Although the victim managed to jump off, he was still struck and run over by the reversing truck. He was immediately rushed by ambulance to the Sambuan Rural Health Unit, but was declared dead on arrival by the attending physician. The driver was unharmed and is currently under the custody of the Sambuan Municipal Police Station. The police are continuing their investigation and are preparing to file possible charges of reckless imprudence resulting in homicide and damage to property. In Mindanao, the car collides with motorcycle, 3 dead. 3 people were killed after a collision between a car and a motorcycle along Saire Highway in Purok 2B in Barangay Panagtalan in Maramang, Bukidnon on Monday afternoon. The fatalities were identified only by their aliases: Bert, 33 years old, the motorcycle rider, and 3-year-old son who was riding as back rider, and Manny, an adult passenger of the Toyota Avanza. Meanwhile, another Avanza passenger, Lynn, an adult, sustained injuries. According to the police investigation, both vehicles were traveling in the same direction along the middle lane of the highway. The motorcycle was ahead, traveling from North Poblacion toward Panagtalan, while the Toyota Avanza was reportedly speeding from the municipality of Don Carlos toward Valencia City. Upon reaching the area, the motorcycle slowly turned to the right after activating its signal light. However, due to the Avanza's high speed, it struck the rear portion of the motorcycle. The impact threw the motorcycle rider and his child about 40 meters from the point of collision. The Avanza then crashed into a coconut tree, overturned, and slammed into the concrete barrier, trapping the driver and its 2 passengers inside the vehicle. The motorcycle rider, his child, and Avanza passenger Manny were declared dead on arrival by the attending physician. The passenger's Lynn remains confined in the hospital and is undergoing treatment. Following the incident, the Avanza driver fled the scene but later surrendered to the Don Carlos police station. He was subsequently turned over the Maramag Municipal Police Station, where he is now in police custody. In the other news, the packaging and labeling seminar was conducted during the Sulong Tacorong 2026. The Department of Trade and Industry or DTI Sultan Kudarat through Negosyo Center Tacorong in partnership with the local government of Tacorong City conducted a packaging and labeling seminar on July 29 at the Tacorong City Sports and Cultural Gym as part of the activities for the 16th Sulong Tacorong Business Week 2026. The seminar gathered micro, small, and medium enterprises or MSMEs and aspiring entrepreneurs from Tacorong City and nearby areas to discuss key considerations in product packaging, labeling requirements, branding, and product presentation. Topics included the importance of compliant and informative labels, appropriate packaging materials, basic branding concepts, and strategies for presenting products for retail and wider market distribution. The activity aimed to provide participants with information relevant to improving product presentation and meeting applicable labeling standards. The seminar forms part of DTI's continuing efforts to support MSME's development through capability building activities that promote market readiness, product competitiveness, and entrepreneurial development. It also contributes to the objectives of Sulong Tacorong 2026, which carries the theme Navigating the Shift, Building Resilience, and Future-Ready MSMEs. Sulong Tacorong is an annual Business Week celebration that highlights programs and activities supporting local enterprises, entrepreneurship, and economic development in the city of Tacorong. And our business update, stocks down on profit-taking, peso up versus US dollar. The profit-taking again ruled the local bourses trading on Tuesdays, resulting in the main index's negative close, but the Philippine peso managed to gain against the US dollar. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index or PSEI declined by 0.70% to 6,304.3 points, and the border all shares by 0.24% to 3,427.4 points. Most of the sectoral gauges, however, ended on a positive note. Mining and oil 0.50%, financials is 0.35%, services is 0.18%, and holding firms is 0.1%. The industrial and property, meanwhile, went down by 1.24% and 0.73% respectively. The volume reached 790.2 million shares, amounting to 6.67 billion pesos. Decliners led advancers at 89 to 78, while 68 shares were unchanged. On the other hand, the local currency finished the day at 61.61, up from its 61.67 finish on Monday. It opened the day at 61.70, better than the previous session's 61.76, and trades between 61.76 and 61.6. The day's average stood at 61.67. The volume rose to 1.16 billion US dollars from the previous session's 990.68 million US dollar. And that is Philippine Headlines this Wednesday, July 29, 2026. I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignity si Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.